From the chaos magic of Scarlet Witch to the legendary abilities of Shang-Chi's 10 Rings, MCU's Phase 4 brought incredible power in the year 2021. These are 10 most powerful MCU characters of 2021. Shang-Chi. A new addition to the series, Shang-Chi is a highly likable MCU hero who has the power to control the 10 rings. Still, his hold over the rings hasn't fully been explored since he only got them at the climax of the movie, which makes his incredible martial arts ability his primary mode of offense. Combining Shang-Chi's fighting skills with the 10 rings makes him a formidable threat, to the point where he took on the 𝘪𝘭𝘮𝘪𝘴. Shang-Chi is certain to become more powerful as he makes more appearances, but his introduction in the year did enough to establish him as a real force. Spider-Man variants. All of the Peter Parkers had great fighting abilities in Spider-Man: No Way Home, which makes it difficult to just choose one. The MCU Spider-Man displayed never-before-seen powers where he was able to defeat Doctor Strange by overcoming the mirror dimension and escaping his astral form. Moreover, the two other Spider-Men had a range of powers that went from superior agility to extreme levels of strength. The Spider-Man variants were also capable of taking on multiple villains at the same time, with each one of them coming out on top and willing to fight more. Loki variants. Disney Plus series finally convinced fans that MCU's Loki is a misunderstood character, with Tom Hiddleston's variant taking the lead role. Other Lokis, including Sylvie, Boastful Loki, Classic Loki, among others, all had variations in their powers of magical illusions and outright sorcery. Loki and Sylvie were able to defy the entire Time variant's authority, solidifying their power levels, with the two becoming the first to return from being pruned to the end of time. They were defeated on occasion, but the fact that the Loki variants were successful in taking down He Who Remains is a testament to their skills and abilities. 𝘠𝑒𝑛-Wu went centuries looking to conquer others because of the power he received from the 10 rings. He seemed to be unbeatable until his future wife overcame him, although 𝘠𝑒n-Wu didn't fight back due to his love for her. During Shang-Chi, however, he took down all his enemies with ease. 𝘠𝑒n-Wu only gave up his power when he wanted to transfer the rings to Shang-Chi, as his son didn't outright defeat him. 𝘠𝑒n-Wu's mastery with the 10 rings is the stuff of legend, and more feats might be revealed in future installments that dive into his past. Ikaris. The Eternals didn't turn out to be as strong as Marvel promoted them, with all of the members appearing more or less around the same power level as regular heroes. However, Ikaris was an exception, who even beat down each one of the Eternals on his own in the film's conclusion. Ikaris' ability to fly at any speeds he wanted to and ejecting lasers from his eyes made him almost unstoppable, with Ikaris ultimately holding back when he realized he was about to destroy his own kind. He could have been one of the most powerful villains if he had chosen to unleash more havoc. Agatha Harkness. The depth of Agatha's powers is simple to understand when taking into account that she was unaffected by Scarlet Witch's spell around Westview, having instead used it as cover to manipulate her instead. Agatha could absorb, manipulate, and expel energy in both dark and light forms, even overcoming powerful sorcerers by draining their life forces. Agatha is also immortal, in that she can't die of aging, as she's over 3 centuries old. While she was ultimately beaten by Scarlet Witch, Agatha was outnumbered by the former's children and Vision. It will be interesting to see if she can do one better when she shows up for her spin-off in the future. The Watcher. No being other than the Watcher has displayed the ability to look into multiple realities without the aid of the Time variant's authority. It initially seemed as if he could simply watch until the Watcher engaged in a battle against Ultron across the multiverse where he held his own. The Watcher has every power from super durability, regeneration, aging, flight, invisibility, teleportation, and size manipulation. His cosmic energy beams managed to damage Ultron when the latter had all the Infinity Stones, so there's little doubt the Watcher goes right up among the most powerful MCU characters overall. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch established herself as the strongest Avenger in the MCU when she placed all of Westview under thrall, showing off the ability to change reality. She also progressed further by displaying the ability to fly, make use of chaos and cosmic magic, and create life to an extent. Scarlet Witch's fragile mindset was the only thing that held her back, as she could have done extreme damage if she'd wanted to. She was able to defeat the centuries-old Agatha Harkness, so much so that the latter was stripped of her memories and powers in the end. It also confirmed why Doctor Strange will require her help to stop a multiversal threat later on. Ultron. Ultron showed why Thanos' pursuit of the Infinity Stone was such a clever plan of his in MCU's Phase 3. This version of Ultron took hold of all the stones and could do whatever he wanted to, resulting in the destruction of all species in his universe and his subsequent trip into other universes. Ultron killed off every powerful hero and villain, ranging from Captain Marvel to Thanos and more. It was when the Watcher's defeat made the latter assemble the Guardians of the Multiverse that Ultron was outnumbered and defeated. On his own, he established himself as among the most powerful Marvel characters overall. Doctor Strange Supreme. There's probably no character more overpowered than the one who absorbed the forces of other beings. Strange Supreme did just that, having taken in the greatest magical creatures and sorcerers to enhance his abilities, where it resulted in the destruction of his universe except for him. His greater show of strength was when he made a mockery of Ultron's attempt to destroy the universe they were in, as Strange took the explosion and consumed it. Strange's powers were such that he protected all of the guardians of the multiverse from Ultron's powers, eventually sealing Ultron and Killmonger in a casing that only he can overturn.